Here are some of my favorite graphic design resources that you should bookmark if you're a designer, if you're a web designer. You're gonna get heaps of inspiration from them, so let's check it out. My first one I love is BentoGrids.com. Now, you've seen the trend, everyone's been doing BentoGrids. It's just a great way to show your brand identities or web design in a succinct manner, so you can put it on social media, IG or LinkedIn. And you can see here, it's got a whole bunch of BentoGrids that you can use for inspiration. And I just love the layout. It's easy. You can see everything at a glance. You can click on it. Then you can also click on visit the source and it'll take you to the link. I love the animated ones. You can see this looks really cool. It's just great to get some, inspiration if you're working on, say, a landing page, or maybe you're designing something for social media, a piece of content or something like that. As you can see here, beautiful work. And it's just a quick way to, if you're creating a mood board or trying to get ideas, I think this is a really great way to get it fast. So that's BentoGrids. The next one is patternclub.io. Now, if you're someone that's building a mood board for a client project, or maybe you're just struggling to come up with a pattern design, then this is basically a curated site of all different types of patterns, whether it's like futuristic, grids, grunge, glitch, more retro, vintage type of stuff. They've got a whole bunch of different things. Obviously, it is limited. It is like $9 per month. Next up, we got Uncut.wtf. Now, these fonts are all completely free. Now, this site is awesome. It's got curated fonts that are completely free, and you can scroll through. You can select different categories. So we've got sans serif, serif, monospace, and display. So if we want to click on a font, we can scroll through, and if we find a font we like, you can see if I click on info or download on the right button, on the right side, if I click info, it will tell you the license. So you can see it's an open font license. You can use it for commercial use, modify, and redistribution, which is super awesome. And if you want to download it, you can click the button and it'll take you to the respective site, wherever it is. It could be GitHub, it could be other sites, and then you can download it. And it's just great. I think it's awesome. It's got like over 100 fonts on this, around like 150. I think it's really cool. Next up is another site that you can get free fonts, is usemodify.com. So you can see here, you've got a search bar. You can change to dark or light mode, and I can walk through and I can type a word. So I can say hello, and you can get that text in there, and you can scroll through and look for whatever font you want. And you just click the link on the left-hand side and it should take you to the font, as you can see here, and you can download the font there. Another great site is collectivo.it. Now, this is another open source type foundry. And basically, it's all different fonts as well, and they are free, which is super awesome. So if I go to the top left, you can click typefaces. They've also got resources in the studio, and you can see this one's a bit more limited, but the fonts are really great quality, especially if you want something that a bit more, out of the ordinary, a bit more fun or classic. You've got some fonts here like click on this one. Sapia, experimental type family comprised of 2 styles, regular and old 19th century typeface. Look at this, beautiful. It's got a nice. Now, if you're someone that needs some inspiration, this one is Rebrand Do Gallery. So it's got a bunch of visual identity inspiration, and they update it, and it's pretty modern. So if you're looking for some new identity design, then you can check that out. So for example, maybe you want to go to this one, and it will show us like a little video, which is kind of cool. And then if you go down the bottom, you can see case study, the website of the company, and the design. So if we click the case study, I'm going to click explore. It will take you to that design where whatever studio rebranded it, and you can see all the design there. If you're struggling with your portfolio and you're creating your designs on there, or you're updating it with some new projects, then folioiocom is really great. It's got a bunch of different portfolios from different artists, creatives, designers. Let's just click on one of these. You can click open. It'll take you to a link, and then we can click on the site. If you scroll down, it'll give you the links here when it was submitted. So if you want to update your portfolio, then definitely check out this website. I love the different styles and types of design, typography, imagery. It's just awesome. So next, if you are someone that does love AI, or you're trying to look for images for your website design, you can go on Snapshiftframe.website. So this is my friend Alex Apirios. He has a website. He gives you the prompts completely free. So he has a bunch of different images. He regularly updates it. So it's very like fashion based and more portraits and a bit of experimental type of images here. But I think it's very, very cool to like use if you're doing like a hero image design or a website or something like that. You can play around with this. So for example, if I like something, you just click copy prompt. Then I can jump into Midjourney, go to Imagine, and then just all I gotta do is paste that prompt in, and it should load it up. but I think it's a great site. Another AI site is Lumiai.ai, and you can get a plugin for Figma, which is really cool. You can contribute if you have some. You can look at the creators as well. But basically, it's free photo, royalty-free images that are all based on AI, but they're so good they don't even look like AI. They look like real stock images. Like even look at that one. That's like pretty cool. It gives you the colors as well, so you can copy the colors, which is amazing. Gives you categories and the tags as well. So next up, we've got Iconcom. Now this site is really great for icons, and it's all free, and they've got so many icons, like thousands, as you can see. So if I scroll down here, got a whole bunch of icons. You can literally copy the SVG or download it. They've got different styles, so it's very a clean icon system, which I really like. You can also adjust the size as well, so if you want to play around with that on the side, you can adjust the stroke weight, the size, which is really cool, and it's just a nice simple site. Another great site is also StreamlineHQ.com. Now I was using this the other week, and I think it is an amazing site. It's got illustrations, so if you want some sort of like custom illustration sets, it's got that. It's got some elements as well, abstract shapes, this cool stuff, got emojis, and it's even got freebies as well. So it's got free icons if you want to try it out. Now next up, we've got some sites that are really great if you're doing some mockups, presenting a brand identity to a client. This one is called shots.so. It's a super amazing site. Literally all you got to do is, I'm just going to go ahead and drop an image. So I'm going to drag and drop an image here. So for example, I've got this cool design, and then on the right hand side you can change the angles. It's already got preset layouts there, which is cool. I can go on the side, and if you don't want to screenshot, you can do browser, you can do phone, you can do desktop. You got a whole bunch of different stuff here. You can even do a wearable, which is super dope. And I can literally just go download. That's it. It's going to download it into my folders. And there we have it. We've got a quick mock-up that I can throw in Illustrator or Figma, and you're done. Another perfect site is ls.graphics. These are some of my favorite mockups you can get. It is a premium subscription that you can buy, or you can just buy packs by itself. But the subscription is worth it because you get access to everything. They've got animated mockups, print mockups, apparel stuff, textures like tape. They've got abstractions, like it's just crazy the stuff you can get. So if I go to branding, for example, like you can see all this cool branding stuff. Speaking of free mockups, there's another site called unblast.com. If you go to /mockups, they have links to free mockups on other sites. So it's basically a curated selection of some really high quality mockups. This is a free gradient site. It's called designgradients.com. You can literally just click on it or copy the hex codes right here to get that exact same gradient. Maybe you're doing a background for like a website, or you're just creating some fun gradients for a brand or something. Next one is Tailwind, or it's called UIcolors.app, but it's a Tailwind CSS color generator. So all you got to do is literally click the color here, and then I can change whatever color I want. So maybe I want to go like electric green or neon green or something, and it's going to show me the monochromatic parts of the color. So it's giving me the tints all the way up to 900, 950 there from 50. You can see examples of how it's going to look, say on a social media post or a UI, and it gives you what you can do for like a hover state, active, at bezel. Just love it. And you can just easily just change on the fly. Maybe you just want to show the color looks different. Next, we've got Curated Do Design. This is a website that has a bunch of just different design websites and inspiration. So if you want like portfolio or art or AI, it'll give you like the website. So if I click on it, it'll show me that website. So for example, Vimeo. I can click on another one, as you can see. So it's great for like website inspiration. Curated. I like how it's just really simple, and I have a clear menu on the left to filter through everything. So the last few tools are really fun. This one's called dervs.com. It actually generates a custom dot pattern. So I can increase the proportion of the dots within the space. I can decrease it. I can also change the size as well of the shape. I can also change the color as well, like off blue or something. I can change the dot radius thickness, as you can see. I can change the amplitude, which just sort of distorts it. It gives it like a wave pattern. You can also add more waves as well, which make it more scattered. And you can also change the frequency of waves. You can see that. And then literally I can just click SVG and I can download that, or I can download a PNG, and it will literally download that in a few seconds. And now I've got a pattern I can chuck on a mood board or a design or whatever I'm working on. And then next, a similar one, we've got flectify.flecto.io. Bit of a long URL. This one, a shape builder, basically. You can create some different like patterns or shapes. For example, if I'm gonna click on, let's go with this one, you can increase the width of the square. So if you want to make some, it's basically going to create just whatever, like a shape for a background or whatever, and decrease the height as well. And all you I'm just clicking, just making some weird like shapes. And then all you got to do, you can save it as a PNG or an SVG. click save. And if you do want more links just like this, I have a whole bunch of resources on my Mega Design resource list. You can actually check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. I've got over 100 links of graphic design inspiration, font sites, mockups, images, a whole bunch of different sites. It's completely free. Just use your email to sign up and be added to my email list, but you get this completely free. And it's just a great resource if you're struggling to get ideas or need some inspiration for a brand project. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do another one, and I'll do maybe AR resources or web design or something a bit more. If you want to see me design a website, then I do have a video recently done where I redesigned all these UI SaaS websites that you can do in Illustrator without even using Figma. So if you want to check out that, you can watch it right here. Thanks so much. Catch you next time.